I love the show so much so far,
Terrific.
and it looked like it was a lot of fun. Was it fun, or was it kind of tricky with all the stuff you had to you had to learn and remember?
It was definitely, it was fun, and it was also, I would say, kind of cool because of the, just I felt that some of these sets and the whole look of the TVA, including our wardrobe, and I just felt it was something very kind of original, and certainly for me, kind of a new character, and I really liked it.
Yeah. Was it an easy yes for you in the beginning?
Yeah, it was. It really was right from the first phone call that I had with the director, and Kate kind of explaining the series and her kind of ideas for it, and my character, and it was such a engaging call, and her sort of knowledge and kind of preparation was just very impressive.
Were you a big MCU person before? Like, did you watch all the movies, or did you kind of have to catch up on what you were getting into?
I definitely had to catch up. I started in the MC universe with Black Panther. I hadn't watched anything before. And I became a fan because of Black Panther, and it really just spoke to me. And I felt included all of a sudden, and I felt like, oh, I know this. I like this world. This world feels like something that is for me. And I had always assumed that, superheroes and whatever was for people over there, and not included me. And then I watched Black Panther, and I was like, oh, I want to be a part of this universe. How do I get to be a part of this universe, please? And then when I got offered Loki, I didn't know I was auditioning for Loki at the time. And I was offered Loki, and I was like, huh? When did I even audition for that? And went back and watched all of wherever Loki was in the Marvel universe. I watched all of those, and yeah, and I am definitely a fan.
Tell me about getting involved in this. Were you an MCU person? Were you already into it, or did you kind of have to get into it to get into this?
I have to confess, I wasn't an MCU person. I mean, I obviously was aware of the huge cultural influence that the movies have had, but I would never describe myself as a mega fan. But in a way, that was sort of refreshing coming into it, as the TVA is also an area that we haven't really seen before in the movies. So I sort of, hope in some ways that perspective sort of played to my advantage a little bit. But obviously I did go back and watch the films and caught up and, to get my head around everything so far in terms of Loki, for preparation. But again, Renslayer sort of exists in a slightly different sphere to the rest of the show. So it was also fun to create that, alongside Kate Herron, our amazing director, who, had such a clear vision for this, part of the world, and, all of this new vocabulary, or everything with time, it's a lot to get your head around, but we just had such a great team bringing it to life.